Hey movie lovers! Welcome back to our channel. Today, we have a special video for you as we talk about 5 amazing movies that will make you cry. Get ready to have your heartstrings pulled like never before. These films will touch you deeply with stories of love, loss, and personal victories. You might need some tissues nearby. So, get ready for an unforgettable movie experience that will make you shed tears. Let's go on this emotional journey together. I'm Spazzer, and let's get ready to cry. The 2009 film Brothers is a deeply emotional exploration of war, family, and trauma. It exposes the harsh consequences of war through Sam Cahill, who goes missing in Afghanistan, leaving his family devastated. The movie portrays the debilitating effects of post-traumatic stress disorder (PTSD) when Sam returns home, struggling to reintegrate and reconnect. Fractured family relationships intensify the sadness as Sam's return strains his bond with his wife, Grace, and his brother, Tommy. Tommy's guilt and redemption arc further deepens the emotional depth as he battles conflicted feelings for Grace. Lastly, Brothers touches upon themes of loss and sacrifice with heart-wrenching consequences for the characters. Through its powerful storytelling, the film elicits profound sadness, highlighting the lasting impacts of war and the complexities of human relationships in the face of trauma. Forrest Gump is a special and heartfelt movie that takes us on a journey through the highs and lows of life. It tells the story of Forrest Gump, a kind-hearted and simple-minded man who faces various challenges from his early years. Due to his intellectual disability and physical limitations, he endures mistreatment and bullying from others. The film also explores the life of Jenny Curran, Forrest's dear friend and love interest, as she grapples with her own difficulties and hardships. Alongside these personal struggles, the movie delves into the grim realities of war, depicting the emotional toll it exacts on soldiers. Through the experiences of its characters, Forrest Gump imparts valuable life lessons about resilience and strength. It reminds us that life is a mix of joy and sorrow, and that even in the face of adversity, there is room for hope and kindness. The film beautifully captures the complexities of the human experience, leaving a lasting impact on its viewers. By showcasing the challenges faced by Forrest and Jenny, Forrest Gump encourages us to empathize with others and appreciate the preciousness of life. It emphasizes the importance of compassion, understanding, and perseverance in the face of life's obstacles. Ultimately, this touching film reminds us that every individual's story is unique, and that amidst the sadness, there is also room for love, friendship, and the beauty of human connection. JoJo Rabbit is a special movie set during World War II that mixes funny moments with sad ones. It tells the story of JoJo, a young German boy caught up in the beliefs of the Nazis. He joins a group called the Hitler Youth and learns to hate certain people, like Jews. The movie shows how Jews were treated badly during that time, which is really sad. JoJo's father is away fighting in the war, and it's very sad to think about losing loved ones in such a way. Ojo's mom, Rosie, tries her best to protect him from the harsh realities of the war, but she faces her own struggles. The movie makes us feel sad for her sacrifices. As JoJo grows up, he starts to realize that what he believed in was wrong. This is a bittersweet and touching moment as he discovers the truth. JoJo Rabbit makes us think about the sadness and suffering caused by war, especially during World War II. As the story progresses, JoJo's perspective begins to change, and he starts questioning the beliefs he once held. This realization brings a mix of sadness and hope as JoJo learns to empathize with others and see beyond the hate that surrounded him. The movie delicately explores the themes of loss, sacrifice, and the impact of war on innocent lives. Through its blend of humor and heartfelt moments, JoJo Rabbit reminds us of the importance of love, compassion, and standing up against injustice even in the darkest of times. It serves as a poignant reminder that amidst the sadness and tragedy of war, there is still room for resilience, redemption, and the potential for change. All Quiet on the Western Front is a deeply emotional war movie about World War I. It tells a heart-wrenching story that stays with you. The film focuses on young German soldiers who go to war with excitement and patriotic feelings, but soon they discover the terrible reality of the battlefield. They lose their innocence and become sad and disillusioned as they witness the horrors of war. Death and suffering are shown throughout the movie, highlighting the harshness of war. The violence and the loss of lives make you feel very sad and hopeless. Each death reminds us of the terrible consequences of war and the impact it has on the soldiers and their families. The movie also explores the strong bonds between the soldiers, the friendships they form in the midst of danger. However, when they lose their friends in battle, it is heart-wrenching and leaves them feeling empty and full of grief. The film shows us how tragic war is and the heavy burden carried by those who have lost their comrades. Through its touching story, All Quiet on the Western Front shows us the immense sadness, sacrifices, and tragedies of war. It reminds us of the deep emotional impact it has on individuals and communities affected by conflict. The Boy in the Striped Pajamas is a heartbreaking movie that portrays the tragic events of the Holocaust through the innocent perspective of two young boys. It begins with Bruno, a young German boy, being forced to leave his friends and comfortable home in Berlin as his father, a high-ranking Nazi officer, is assigned to oversee a concentration camp. Bruno's innocence and lack of understanding create a stark contrast to the cruel reality around him. He befriends Shmuel, a Jewish boy who is a prisoner in the camp. He lives in constant fear, hunger, and despair, facing the daily brutality inflicted upon the prisoners. Despite their friendship, Bruno remains unaware of the true nature of the camp and the fate that awaits its prisoners. This naivety leads him to make a grave decision that ultimately results in a tragic outcome. In a desperate attempt to help Shmuel, Bruno disguises himself as a prisoner and sneaks into the camp. Unfortunately, both boys are caught up in the chaos of a mass extermination and are led into the gas chamber, where they meet their untimely deaths. The movie portrays the heart-wrenching aftermath of their deaths, revealing the profound grief and loss experienced by their families. The Boy in the Striped Pajamas serves as a poignant reminder of the devastating consequences of ignorance, prejudice, and the human capacity for cruelty.